YNW Melly made headlines when he was arrested on suspicion of murdering 2 members of his own rap crew, and when he contracted COVID-19 while imprisoned in 2020. But who exactly is the rising star? He's been dubbed a true SoundCloud child, and he's already released 2 albums. YNW Melly has created a name for himself as the rapper most others want to steer clear of due to his violent and controversial persona and lifestyle. Stay tuned to find out why rappers are really scared of YNW Melly and why they don't want to be associated with this young upcoming rapper. Keep watching to find out all the juicy details. Interact with us. Subscribe and hit the notification button to be notified when we upload more content. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below. Also, feel free to suggest any type of videos you would like to see on this channel. YNW Melly violent past. YNW Melly has a very violent past, with various legal issues and time in prison. Melly has a run-in with the law, which will be a recurring feature of his media coverage. The young rapper had his first run-in with the law when he was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault and 1 count of discharging a firearm in public, according to a local Florida newspaper. Melly was also accused of firing a gun at 3 other students near their high school. Melly has stated that it was after this incident, while he was locked up, that he got the inspiration for Murder on My Mind. I woke up and I had that chorus. Demons was then arrested once again in 2017 for violating his probation and spent several months in prison before being released in March of 2018. Demons was arrested on June 30th, 2018 in Fort Myers, Florida for marijuana possession, possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon, and possession of drug paraphernalia. On January 3rd, 2019, Demons was arrested again in Fort Myers for marijuana possession. Then, the most serious of all his charges came just a month later, in February. YNW Juvy, otherwise known as Christopher Thomas Jr., and YNW Sakchaser, aka Anthony Williams, were shot and killed in October of 2018. According to Miramar, Florida police, the 2 were last seen around 3:20 a.m. in Fort Lauderdale, before arriving at Memorial Hospital Miramar around 4:35 a.m. with multiple gunshot wounds. According to a police spokesperson, they were already dead. Melly shared his grief on social media. "They took my brothers away from me because they were jealous," he wrote. Melly went on to say that the killers want to see me break down and stop, or in jail, or in a box. Melly's official documentary will be released on YouTube 1 month later, in December of 2018. Thomas and Williams are prominently featured. 4 days after the completion of this film, YNW Melly and his friends were the targets of a drive-by shooting in Miami, Florida. Text reads at the end of the 21-minute video, "YNW Juvy and YNW Sakchaser were both assassinated." Melly and his mother moved from Florida to Atlanta, according to the documentary. No one suspected Melly was a suspect in the 2018 murders, but authorities suspected the rapper of wrongdoing. Melly is being held on murder charges currently. Cortland Henry, aka YNW Bortland, is accused of shooting and killing Williams and Thomas while attempting to make the crime look like a drive-by shooting. Melly could face life in prison or the death penalty in Florida, according to state law. On Instagram, he maintains his innocence. "Unfortunately, a lot of rumors and lies are being said, but no worries, God is with me." Investigators revealed more details about Melly's charges in public court documents. Police claim that Melly was at the scene of the crime based on phone records. They also cite autopsy reports and crime scene details which allegedly confirm Melly's shooting of Williams and Thomas from inside the car. According to police, the drive-by bullet holes on the car's exterior were staged in an effort to misdirect law enforcement investigations. However, the rapper eventually pled not guilty, but prosecutors were fervently seeking the death penalty for Melly and his role in these 3 heinous crimes. Melly is also a suspect in the 2017 murder of a sheriff's deputy in Gifford. On August 27, 2020, YNW Melly posted on Instagram and Twitter that the rapper was still in prison despite testing positive for COVID-19. Fans have constantly been wondering if the rapper has received the death penalty, as is common for inmates charged with first-degree murder. According to the state of Florida's official statement, the rapper murdered his friends in a cold, calculated, and premeditated manner without any pretense of moral or legal justification. However, it is still unknown whether or not the rapper received the death penalty. While some media outlets have confirmed that YNW Melly was sentenced to death, others have completely denied it. Prosecutors also stated that the motivation motivation was monetary gain. The state prosecutors also stated that Demons was a member of a gang. According to the report, even if YNW Melly is convicted of double murder, he will not face the death penalty. The death penalty is frequently overturned in court. According to the Fader report, on average, only 1 in every 7 sentenced to death is actually executed. This means that more than 80% of people do not receive the death penalty. Following the deaths of Williams and Thomas, Melly's attorney stated he's sad, he's upset, these were his closest companions. Melly responded to his arrest on Instagram, saying he had voluntarily surrendered to police. To all my fans and supporters, no, I did not get locked up in Washington, but I'm turning myself in today. I want you guys to know I love you and appreciate every single one of y'all. A couple months ago, I lost my 2 brothers by violence, and now the system wants to find justice. He went on to call the allegations rumors and lies. You can see just how extensive and serious YNW Melly's criminal past is, and currently, he's still expected to be in prison, awaiting his trial and what sentence he will receive. This practically puts a complete halt in his rap career, and even if other fellow rappers wanted to work with him, they physically cannot. But in saying that, many rappers don't want to be associated with Melly anyway. I mean, he literally murdered 2 fellow rappers. Why would anyone want to be publicly associated with someone like that? It would not be a good move career-wise. Murder on My Mind used in criminal case. Shortly before turning himself into police, Demons posted on Instagram that he was innocent and that the killing had taken the lives of his 2 brothers. But that didn't stop many social media users from declaring the 19-year-old rapper guilty. Thousands of people on Twitter and Instagram, as well as some less scrupulous gossip sites, clumsily linked Melly's arrest to his huge 2017 track that went viral, Murder on My Mind, which happened to be released 18 months before Thomas and Williams were killed. ABC News then decided they would use the song title in the headline of their first news piece about Melly's arrest. As my colleague Ben Dandridge Lemko wrote in an essay last week, Melly is unlikely to be surprised by this perilous link between life and lyrics. Murder on My Mind, a song that combines punishing loneliness with vivid and brutal murder fantasies, was released while he was still serving a 1-year sentence for his involvement in a shooting on Vero Beach. Melly was returned to prison shortly after his release in 2017 for violating his probation. He told an online source last year that, despite a handful of minor infractions, his return to jail was contingent on what the state attorney did. He read the second verse of Murder on My Mind to the courtroom. It's easy to imagine prosecutors bringing up the lyrics to Murder on My Mind again if it worked when Melly was on trial for a handful of misdemeanors. It'll almost certainly work when he's on trial for double homicide. However, the implications of this type of evidence are disastrous not only for Melly, who's accused of a heinous crime and, according to police, already has forensic evidence against him, but also for the treatment of rap artists in courtrooms across the United States. This is a bigger issue, which is also why rappers do not want to be publicly associated with YNW Melly. So, there you have it. All the details and reasons why rappers really are afraid of YNW Melly and being associated with his name. It's not hard to see why fellow artists are steering clear of Melly. It is unfortunate that his career has quite literally gone down the toilet. He was talented and great at what he did, but sadly his violent behaviors overshadowed his talents. But let us know your thoughts down below. Are you a fan of YNW Melly? Do you think he'll get sentenced to the death penalty? Let us know in the comments down below.